It's recording. The towels, they please move it. I have OCD.
Oh
Sorry.
my days. I can't stand up too much with my pants won't close. Yeah. Get serious. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm here with my amazing friend
Marvellous.
And so yeah, today we're gonna do an advice video. Basically, we did a little poster, well, Marvellous did it, where you basically just DM us any question you have or any situation that you're in, and then we'll give you advice as best as we can.
And as honestly as we can.
As honestly as we can. So we didn't, I don't know the DMs that she has. She doesn't know the DMs that I have, because we wanted to kind of put in that, what do you call it? Honesty. What did you say? Instant reaction.
Instantaneous reaction.
Yeah,
Off
so
the bat reaction.
get this
I
going on.
apologize in advance for my facial reactions and expressions.
Yeah, basically, I'm gonna let Marvellous read her first DM, and then we're just gonna go back and forth. We really wanted to put in all the DMs, but it was just like a flood of DMs, and if we didn't take yours right now, that's fine. We will include it in the next episode, or if you'd like me to answer private, I can do that also.
Yes.
So yeah, Marvellous, you go first.
Okay, so one of the main rules about this thing is that you remain anonymous. We don't want to disclose who it is because some things are very personal, and I think it's very nice to see how many people actually DM'd us and trusted us with such information, so thank you. The first one says, "Hi Marvellous and Angie, I want you to please give me advice on how to get back on books and pass. I'm currently improving on my points and I'm scared. Please." And yeah, I love you guys so much.
Aww,
You saw
I love you too. Okay, so when it comes to school, I know school can be really hard sometimes, and you just, especially now with the whole COVID-19 thing going on, I don't know about you guys, but I feel a little bit demotivated because I'm home most of the time and I'm not doing much and I'm not really being productive. But what I can tell you is don't stress yourself out about it, and take it a step at a time. Especially with school, you don't have to do everything at once, but just one day at a time. One day, take a chapter, read it, do revise. Like we're at home, everyone's at home, but make time for your books. Don't wait till the last minute and cramp everything in. Trust me, we've all done it. It does not work. So try and just do bit by bit every day, so you just get a little bit of knowledge and just get familiarize yourself with the schoolwork, basically.
Yeah,
that's what I can say.
I think from my side is I for one have gone to Tucson to improve on my marks, so I understand the nerves because you've already like disappointed your family as per se, and you're scared to do it again.
Right.
So you're going through that anxiety and stress of, will it happen again? Am I gonna make my family proud?
Right.
But I feel like if you've given it your all, that's all that matters, and you need to be very honest with yourself, like in terms of what you want to do next and what you want to study next. Yeah, I think that's my advice.
Yeah,
so basically just keep calm, put it like give your all, and then your all will always be good enough.
That's true. And don't beat yourself up about it.
Yeah,
don't put yourself in a, don't dig a hole for yourself and put yourself in there and be depressed about it. Like if you don't do as well as you would have wanted, it's not the end of the world. There's so many other things out there that you can explore, that, and you might just find something that's, I wouldn't say like book related, because a lot of people think that books is the only way to success, and I highly disagree. I don't think that's the case. But do try your best, and yeah, explore other options if there is any. So let's not just go straight in. I've been with my partner for a couple of years. He does everything right and treats me in a way I've never been treated before. Everything was fine until I found out about his infidelities. He's been trying and fighting to prove how sorry he is. I do love him, but I can't help wondering if he'd still be in his trash ways if I didn't find out and confront him about it. Will I ever really get over it? Like, do I just forgive and move on? Is he worth another chance, especially if we have the brightest future together? I know you're gonna say for this one. I just know you. Let me just say what Mom is gonna say. No, don't take him back. I don't tolerate cheating. Cheating just doesn't. No, it's not gonna happen. That's what she's gonna say.
Facts.
Yeah, I know.
Says it's a wrap. Like, don't do it. Because for me, honestly speaking, like, I just feel like it's so much work to get the level of trust that you already had. Like, it's so much work. And I, for one, am not strong enough to go through all of that all over again. Because what's happening now is you start to doubt anything your partner has ever told you. And I think that plays with you psychologically. And then there comes a time where you start thinking, was I ever good enough? Like, you start to put the blame on yourself. For me, I feel like as long as you're not blaming yourself for his infidelity and you know that the problem lies with him, not with you. It's not that you weren't good enough. It's just that he didn't see what he had or has. I don't know if you guys are they still together?
I think they are.
Okay. But basically what she's asking is, should she forgive him or not? Me? No.
I actually have a very different view on that but that's just me. I feel like I'm a very forgiving person. I feel like everyone deserves second chances. So I don't want to say cheating happens, but I mean, I've experienced it. I feel like a lot of people have experienced it, and I have been with people where after cheating it got better, and you do forgive them, and the relationship just becomes better. You realize that you actually do want to be with the person and you don't want to mess things up and everything. So if you say that he is really proving that he is sorry and putting in the effort and trying to make you really see that he's made a mistake, I do think you should give him a second chance, because we all make mistakes, and sometimes we really don't realize what we're doing when we're doing it until we get caught and you're like, oh fuck, I should have not done this. So from my side, honestly, if he is really sorry and really putting in the effort, I think you can give him a second chance, but just be a little bit cautious. Don't let it happen twice. Not don't let him cheat twice. No, that has nothing to do with you. But if he does it again, it's not a mistake anymore.
Yes.
At that point, it becomes a choice, because he's experienced what it feels like to lose you, and he's willing to do it again. So if it happens the second time, no. But I feel like if it's the first time and he's genuinely sorry, you can give him a second chance.
Also psychologically, like what would really play with me is, I caught you this time. Like, how many other chances were there where I didn't catch you?
Right.
Like, for me, like, when it comes to infidelity, like, I become very sensitive. Because I've gone through it, I've gone through the pain. And specifically because the people that I took back did it again. Like, it wasn't a thing of they changed and the relationship improved. And it just played with my self-confidence to a point where I decided that if it happens once, I'm out.
Yeah, but I feel like if you do forgive somebody, you shouldn't keep on, I don't want to say thinking about what happened or what could have or should have, or
forgiveness.
Yeah, because then did you really forgive them? Because then you keep on thinking about the bad stuff.
Exactly.
And it keeps reminding you of how much you really want to smash their head into the wall, and it's just not. So if you forgive somebody, try not to think about the what ifs and could ifs and did they do it with other people? Did they do this? If I forgive you, and we're starting on a clean slate. That's how it is. So that's what I probably would have done that. But I know she wouldn't, because she just does not tolerate cheating at all. Traumatic.
So we have two different
views when it comes to cheating and stuff like that.
Yeah. Mine says, hey MARVE and Angy, I recently started dating a guy from Belfast. Oh, I'm gonna stop reading.
No, really?
No, run!
Woo! Niggas from Belfast.
No.
No for me, but yeah.
Angy and I both have experience with Belfast niggas. Oh no. He is everything I wanted in a man. Which Belfast guys?
Look, Angy so is everything. Oh, did you want judge?
Okay, either way, I'm going to start from the top. Hey MARVE and Angy, I recently started dating a guy from Belfast. He's everything I wanted in a man.
Right.
The only problem is that I've never been in a long distance relationship before. I'm from Okahanja. Since you are in one, we both are.
Yes.
How do I make it work? Most especially now that we are on lockdown and rumors it might be extended, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Okay, she sounds frustrated.
She does sound frustrated, eh? We're both in long distance relationships, and yeah, Marvellous actually gets to see her boyfriend every third day.
Yes.
I don't, because he's at work. Like, their lockdown is at work, so I haven't seen him in almost a month.
True.
For me, I feel like if people want something to work,
Yes.
it will work. And how we keep our relationship going is just we talk every day. When he wakes up, he calls me. During lunch, we text here and there, and at night we call each other. We just keep the communication going, because that's pretty much all we can do in this long distance relationship.
Yeah.
But if you're talking more in the sense of like you really want him there physically with you, that's going to be a little bit hard, obviously, because of the lockdown. But I mean, you can find, I mean, I don't know if you're talking about sexually or whatever, but if that is the case, you can kind
Give
of
me 0.
stop it. You can satisfy yourself. You know, you can do that. You can kind of explore in that field, trying to find something to do with your body. You know, you can even video call him and you guys do it together if that's, you know, if you're comfortable with that. But if you're more concerned on the more physical side of the long distance relationship, cheating would not be obviously advisable.
It's not an option.
It's just not what we would advise you to do. So just explore your body, explore playing with yourself, and you can actually video call him and you guys can do it together and have fun. But hopefully you get to see your boyfriend soon and you guys have fun together.
I personally believe lockdown's gonna end soon.
It is gonna
be
end.
honest.
Yeah, no, we're doing great as a country anyway.
Yes. But I feel like what has really assisted me in my relationship is the fact that my parents know about it. So it's very easy for me to say, like, I'm going to my boyfriend this weekend. But if your parents don't know, then it's tricky, because now you have to say, like, you have to go to a friend involved first, and then they might be like, who's this friend, you know? So I think for me, having open communication with my parents, because I live under their roof, has helped my long distance relationship, because they're willing and open for me to like sleep over and stuff.
Right.
So like it's not the easiest thing. I feel like if you can survive long distance relationship, you can survive a lot of
but it's
things.
not that hard, honestly.
It's not that hard.
It's not that hard. Just keep the communication, because with long distance communication is key. You need to talk, you need to communicate, you need to be there for one another always. So that's what I would say is one of the key elements to a long distance relationship. Anywho, my turn. Hi.
Things are long, bruh.
But my people need help.
Okay.
Hi, I need advice. I'm currently in a relationship with my baby daddy, but last year I had a crush on another guy. So me and this other guy started sleeping together, and I really enjoy every moment with him. I'm still with my baby daddy, and I really regret cheating on him because I'm not interested in the other guy anymore. I realize it's just the sex, and he really doesn't care about me. He really doesn't care, but now I keep going back to him. And he wants to have a child with me, but I don't want.
Jeez.
I really want to stop cheating, but I feel I'm trapped. I keep going back to that guy, and he doesn't respect my decision of not wanting a kid with him. And he wants a serious relationship now, but I want to stop all this. What should I do? Okay.
Wait, is she still... She wants to be with her baby daddy. Yes. But because she's cheated and the sex is good, she keeps going back.
Right.
Just talk to your partner.
No.
Yes.
It's actually not. It's not that easy, because what if like the sex with this other person is so good, right? And the sex with her partner is just not amounting to that.
That's why she has to talk to her partner to improve on what she doesn't like.
Right. I agree with that.
Whatever the other guy is doing that she likes, she's supposed to tell her partner, like, can we explore
Marvellous.
this?
Okay, Marvellous. What if the problem is the size of the penis? Can her partner change that? No, seriously.
You can't change that.
No, okay, so then what must she do?
Then she must leave them.
No, I feel like I understand where she's coming from. Like, I do understand. Like, sometimes there's just something this other person has that your partner doesn't have. But her going back all the time, and I think she's just addicted to sex with this guy. I don't
Yes.
think she actually really
It's like a
loves him,
sexual
because she even said
attraction.
that she doesn't love him, and it's just the lust that's there. But like Marvellous said, it would be a good idea to just communicate with your partner.
If it's something changeable, then you need to communicate. Like let's say if your partner doesn't believe in oral sex,
Right, and that person does.
then that's something that you can communicate to them about. But the size of their penis, there's nothing you can do. That is Mother Nature.
Right. So, yeah, from my side, I just feel like it's not gonna be easy to stop. But if you find yourself you can't stop, rather just get out of your relation. Yeah, rather get out of the relationship with your baby daddy, because it's unfair for him.
Yes.
It's unfair for the
Especially
other
if he's
guy.
loyal.
It's just a whole mess, and you're just putting yourself also at risk having multiple partners.
Yes.
You know, because you don't know this guy that you're sleeping with, is he sleeping with other people? Does he have a girlfriend? You know, you don't know what risk you're actually putting yourself at for you and your baby daddy, and it's just not fair. So if you find yourself not being able to stop, rather just leave the relationship and see really what it is you want. And as for him wanting a baby with you, you must know that you have total control over your body.
Yes.
You must know that if you do not want that child, there's always contraceptives. There's always condoms that you can use. If he doesn't want to use a condom, you insist on a condom. And if he doesn't want to use a condom, you don't have sex with him. No glove, no love.
Yep. No glove, no love. That's the motto.
So, right. So
no glove, no love.
I just feel like I really understand where you are at, but really try and make a wise decision, and don't put other people at risk because of your desires and what you want. It's very unfair, and just cut off that guy if you can. Try your hardest if you can't leave your boyfriend, and try and see what it is that you want. What it is that you want. Like what is it in this guy that you want? Or
but like,
you know,
how does she leave her baby daddy? She can't just leave him. Like, she literally has to explain. Like, if everything is good and you just tell me, like, I'm not feeling this anymore, he's gonna want, like, proper solid reasons.
I would have said that I would have told him the truth, that I've been unfaithful, and I don't want to continue being unfaithful to you because it's unfair to you, and I just need to let go of you so I can figure out what it is I want. Because even though I don't want to be with this person, I find myself constantly going back. So there must be something there that is keeping me from actually trying to just focus on you. I would be honest with him and tell him that. And if he really loves me and he understands that honestly people go through shit, and if he understands my situation and give me the space, yeah, then he's probably the one for me.
I almost read the person's name. My goodness. Okay. Hey Angy and Marvie, I follow you both on Twitter and you guys are such an inspiration. And I would like to ask, what advice would you give to someone who doesn't have both parents and has very little support from her or his family? Advice as in how to boost their self-confidence, relationships, friendships and finances.
Oh,
I think that's really sad.
It is, but look at the bright side of things.
Always.
And sure, I legit don't even know what to say. Okay, so we look at the bright side of things. I don't know who you are, but I'm very proud of you for coming this far.
Yes.
And it's very hard. You know something my mom always says when I annoy her or I get on her nerves, she'll be like, yeah, you think people are gonna love you as much as I do when I pass away? And I'm like, yeah, they will. But I've seen with a lot of people that have lost like moms and dads and stuff, nobody really truly loves you as much as your parents did. And everyone says they're gonna be there and they're gonna take care of you, but it's just not the same. Your parents' love nobody can ever give you that. But to build on your relationship with family and friends and all of that, it kind of needs both parties to build a relationship. So I would like for you to identify people in your family or people or friends. Identify the ones that you see truly care about you.
Yeah.
Or you can see that really
they
love you. And then build on those relationships.
Yeah.
Don't don't build on relationships where you feel like it's a bit forced. Like,
Well,
I have to build a relationship with this cousin because they're my closest cousin and I just have to do it. But they don't give you that same energy.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time with that. If people, and you don't need people to kind of validate you or make you feel like you're something. No, if they don't want to help you or be a part of your life, don't stress yourself out like that. And sometimes you actually find that you have friends that are more like family to you than your actual family.
I was gonna say that.
And that is completely fine. If you can find friends that really treat you like family, stick to those friends and build on those relationships. So that's what I can tell you from my side.
And financially, I don't see anything wrong with, like, you know, in I think one of the biggest problem our generation has is the fact that we've gone to school, we've had better opportunities, so we're a bit shy, or we shy away from work such as being a waitress or promotional work and stuff. Like, get into that until you have saved enough for whatever you want to do.
Right.
And I, for one, know that there are many success stories where people just worked hard and really just tried their best to provide for themselves. And the smartest thing you can do right now is to get onto your feet before you bring, like, any kids into the equation, because you're already going through so much.
Right.
So I would advise you to, like, stick to friends that are like family, and then also to be close to relatives that reciprocate your energy. It needs to be a two-way street. Like, you need to feel loved and welcome. And if they don't love you and they don't welcome you, that's totally fine. Like, you just love them from arm's length and you do you. Eventually things always work out. I believe that everything happens for a reason.
Yeah. And also want to add, if there's someone you look up to or someone that inspires you, get a mentor.
Yes.
Get a mentor, because I'm not a really good mentor. I'm messed up myself.
Listen, I need a charger.
A mentor really is a good person to have in your life, especially if you feel like you don't have a lot of positive people in your life.
Yeah.
So yeah, get a mentor that you look up to and hit it off from there. Hi, Angie. I just want to know, as a girl, how should you show your guy that you want to be with him? And what does it take for a relationship to last?
I feel like you should learn your partner's love language.
Yes.
That is the most important thing, because what happens
I'm gonna say that.
if I have a specific love language of, like, I like it when a guy buys me flowers.
Yeah.
So, like, every time
Gifting.
the guy does that, like gifting, every time I get, like, gifts, I feel like I'm appreciated and loved, for instance. So if your partner's love language is gifting and you do that over and over again, they tend to feel like very, very loved. It doesn't help that you're showing your partner love in your love language.
Right.
So if mine is gifting and his is words of affirmation, if I keep giving him gifts without telling him, you look good, you're handsome, you're smart, you're intelligent, then he's not gonna feel love. So for me, it's learn your partner's love language. I think what happens at the beginning of a relationship is you have to set ground rules as to what your partner wants and doesn't want. Because if my partner is okay with infidelity, for instance, I don't think anyone's okay with infidelity, but if my partner doesn't see infidelity as that much of a problem like I do, then there's going to be a clash. So these conversations need to be had so that we know where we stand with one another. And then once that has been leveled out, then it's so easy for me to know, okay, I can't do this because it's going to upset my partner. And that way you'll eventually see that things just start to work out. But you should be true to yourself. You shouldn't avoid arguments for the sake of
I completely agree with the whole love language thing. It just works. It's like magic. If you learn your partner's love language and learn how they love to be loved, it works. And as for how to make it last, for me, I think it's compromising.
Yes.
let me just tell you guys a short story of what me and my boyfriend argued about just recently. So he says that I apparently don't like enough attention. Who gets mad that you don't like enough attention? So I was telling him, I was like, how can you get mad because I don't like attention? And then he said, well, I just feel like if you don't want attention from me,
then you're getting it somewhere else.
No, then you forget about me. So I was like, to be honest, I just didn't understand what he was saying. I was just like, I don't get it. But I told myself, you know what, Angie? Calm down and just listen. Number one, listen to what he's saying. And rather than saying, but I don't understand what you're saying, it doesn't make sense to me. Listen, try and break it down as how he thinks about it, and see what you can change about it. So he says, I don't like attention. I just feel like you don't have to text all day personally, but
same.
For him, it's a bit different. He probably feels like he wants me to check in all the time. So I was like, you know what I'm gonna do to keep the peace? I'm just going to text him all the time, just to make him feel better and show him that I really, really love him. So I was thinking I had to really compromise, and now like I find myself having to, during the day, which I would normally not think that I should text him, but now I find myself like, let me just drop a text. Let me just see that. And after doing that, he mentioned that he appreciates it, and you know, he sees that I'm trying, and so you kind of just things that you wouldn't usually do. You just kind of compromise and do it to make them happy. And
I think it's so important that when you see your partner compromising, like you need to recognize it, because if I'm really trying and you're not telling me that I'm trying, I'm just gonna be like,
because it's not easy. Like, do you know how hard it is to remember that I have to text somebody?
Like, just call me at the end of the night and tell me about your day.
Right.
I don't like texting, bro. I hate it. Like, I don't like it. And I hate the WMJs. And my boyfriend uses that a lot. But Machi. I'm a girl. I'm like, these swap of niggas.
What are you doing? What?
Yeah, at least, bruh.
No, bruh.
Like, Dalton's always like, WMG. I'm just like, nigga.
The ghetto.
The ghetto. We chose the hood, bro. We chose the street.
You can take the girl out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the girl.
Yeah, boy. Okay.